Alright, let's see, how does this work? Oh no. I don't even know if I can see. Oh. What's up, man? I was hoping I'd be able to read the comments on this other phone. I don't know how to do that. Oh. I can't read. Anybody know I can read the other comments on my other phone? Oh, here we go.
Anybody know I can read the other comments on my other phone?
Alright, that should work a little better. Yeah, my first live. Let's see what people are saying here. Holy crap. Oh, let's see here. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see, Ryan is the first one here. Whoops. Oh, there's a lot of comments here. I can't even keep up. Do a challenge with Taco Bell disappearing items. I think some people have already done that. I don't like to copy too much. Hello, Geoff, Trey, Mike. Oh, there's too many people to say hello to. Sorry about that. Let's see. I'm looking for questions. You got any questions? You can ask me some questions, maybe about challenges or whatever. I don't really care. Canadian Racing League. Holy. Jeff Beer. What's up, Jeff? Hello, Jeff. Brandon Elliott. What's up, Jeff? That name sounds familiar. Let's see here. Any good questions? Cleveland. Respect. It's going to be fast. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how fast I do this. How many people I even got? I don't know if it tells you how many people are in here. Let's see. I got... Wow. I think I got a lot. I can't read it. It's white. Great to see you. Canadian. Yeah, I told you Canadian Racing League I was going to do one eventually. I kind of kept chickening out, but I figured I got to do one eventually, so. How close is Molly in the rankings? What rankings? I don't know what you mean by that. Let's see, my dad. Oh, must be a young kid. His dad has a restricted mode on his phone, so he can't watch. Sorry. How many corn dogs should you eat? That's a good question. I was gonna buy. They're not that expensive, so I was gonna buy a bunch of boxes of corn dogs and do a challenge. Maybe I still will. But I got another corn dog idea in the works as well, so we'll see. Where do I put all the food? It's like a very common question. It goes in the same place as everywhere else. 50 mozzarella sticks. I don't know if that's enough. That would be a short speed challenge, maybe. Another eggnog challenge. Man, if you look way back in my old videos, you'll see I did a eggnog chug. Like, it was one of my very, very first videos. When am I going back to Nick's? I need a partner first. That's a huge pizza. If you see my Nick's video, he also has a square pizza that's humongous, so I could definitely not do it by myself. I definitely need a partner for that. Could you beat Joey Chestnut's 30 Big Mac? I think Joey did what? He did 32, I think, actually, or 34, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. It'd be so expensive to try is the problem, so... It'd be like, it's well over $200, I think, to get... I don't know. I'd probably buy 40 and try to do 40 even if I came short. So that'd be a lot of money. It's 200. It's over 200 bucks. How do you recommend increasing your stomach capacity? I recommend that you don't. I'm not going to tell you how to do that. You don't want to do what I do. Spicy food. I don't know. The only reason I'd ever do a spicy food challenge would be if there was like a cash incentive or something like that. Yeah, because it doesn't look fun. I watched some of the Luther the Great and then Beyond Seattle Eats. I watched them do. It's just no fun. It's just crazy how much pain it is. So I'd only do a hot challenge like at a restaurant if you had the cash prize or something. So probably not. How much cottage cheese can you eat? I don't know. I love cottage cheese too. That's like one of my favorite things. It'd be a good challenge. I'd probably go for. Does it go? It probably goes by the quart. I'd probably go for at least 10 quarts, maybe. I don't know. That'd be kind of fun. Let's see. My favorite food for breakfast is probably like eggs and toast. That's my favorite. I don't ever eat that though. Want to know what I eat for breakfast every morning? I eat a protein shake and some Greek yogurt. I think this is the same question from her. Where do you rank Molly Shoe? Like, you have to be more specific, like in the MLE or all-time greats, because she'd be high up in both. Let's see. Eat 20 cheesesteaks. Yeah. Where the heck am I going to get those? So you got some good questions here. Same guy keeps asking, oh, you know what I got to get? I got to get some moderators. How do you get moderators? This person keeps asking the same question over and over again. Pancakes or waffles? Depends. Depends on who makes them. I like pancakes at some place and waffles at other. I like pancakes with chocolate chips the best, though. I got to figure out, next time I got to figure out how to add... yeah, I definitely got to get some moderators here. Let's see here. 100 nugs. Is that like chicken nuggets? I've done chicken nuggets. I did a speedy 200, and then I ate another 100 slowly. Thanks for watching. Prawn balls. What the hell are prawn balls? Oh my god. Oh, how do you get moderators? I guess you just click on somebody. Who wants to be a moderator? I need the wrench. Where's the wrench? 15 pumpkin pies. Oh my god. I think the pumpkin pies that I usually get are 2 pounds each, maybe a little bit more than 2 pounds. So that'd be over 30 pounds of pumpkin pie. There ain't nobody doing that. How much yogurt? Again, probably like I'd try to do 10 quarts if I was going to do yogurt. That'd be a pretty fun challenge, actually. All you can eat buffet. I was thinking about it. I called up Golden Corral, and they're open, and you can go in. You just can't go up to the buffet by yourself. They actually serve you, so it's a little bit different. I was thinking about going maybe this week, actually. I don't know when the video would be out, but yeah, Golden Corral buffet. The Chinese buffets, I checked. They don't let you. It's not all you can eat. They just let you fill up one container, and that's it. So. English breakfast challenge from D Nice. Yeah. If I could cook it, I can't cook all that stuff. Yeah, regular day job, I'm a teacher from Trey. Let's see, Ryu Ken asks, when you eat all the food, is that the only meal for the day? Yeah, sometimes it's the meal for 2 days. Sometimes it's depends on what it is and how big the challenge is. Sometimes it is the meal for 2 days. Good morning. I wonder where the heck he's from. It's late where I am. Well, not late. It's like a little past 9 p.m. Darren Eats, you got to tell me how to get moderators. I see you're in here. Darren, Geoff, hit Darren, PR Brandon after the live is over. Okay. CRL. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm a little behind on these. 500 pierogies. Oh my god. You guys have crazy. Oh, so there is Aaron. I think I see Aaron. His name looks weird without being blue and without a wrench on it. I gotta figure out how to make you a wrench, Aaron. Maybe you can. Fluffhead. Let's see. Have you ever avoided a contest because you don't like the taste of the food? I avoided going to shrimp cocktail. I went once, and then the following year, which was last year, I didn't go because I did not like the taste of the shrimp cocktail. I did pretty good actually the year I did went. I did well, but Oh God, I did not like that shrimp cocktail. So, Fluffhead must be a fish fan, right? Okay. Great. Why weren't I at Nathan's? Oh, because I could have gone. Actually, I had something to do. I wouldn't have been able to leave until the morning of the contest, and that wasn't 100% guaranteed. I had to do something absolutely I couldn't get out of it. So I could have left the morning of the contest and made it to the contest, but I wasn't 100% sure of that. So what I did, instead of having, because they have to do TV and stuff, and I guess there was an online betting thing, they have to be sure that you're going to be there. So instead of screwing them, I just said I won't go, to make it easy for them, just in case there was a chance I couldn't go. I didn't want to tell them like the morning of the contest I wasn't going. So I waited long enough, actually. I felt bad, so that was it. It wasn't a big loss, though. If I had to miss a year of Coney, that would have definitely been the year. So I didn't have to qualify or anything. So let's see. I answered the Nathans. 120 Kit Kat bar. Are you nuts? 100 was hard enough. That was a difficult challenge. I don't. How do I? I guess I have to add moderators. I gotta ask somebody how to add moderators. And any recent upgrades to the Jeep? Darren asks. Yes, I bought a tire carrier for it because my other tire, the tires I run, they're 36-inch and they weigh quite a bit. They were starting to pull the back off the Jeep, so off the other. So I got a new tire carrier, and I got a bolt-in roll cage, which is the start of the roll cage. Actually, I'm gonna finish the rest myself and tie it into the floor, and then eventually into the frame. So step one of the roll cage is done. My favorite sport is, well, it was powerlifting. I used to love powerlifting. I used to do it all the time. Click the wrench next to the people's names, but there is. I don't see any wrenches next to their names. I don't know. Doris Whitlock says hello. Click my name in the chat and it'll give you options. Okay, I gotta find it again, Aaron. I messaged the homie brother. Okay. The hardest challenge I ever did. That's a good question by Justin Tiss, I guess. That was definitely an Edible Hulk challenge. It was up in Vermont. The owner was an absolute maniac. I don't know who he thought was going to finish this challenge. It took me an hour, like 59 minutes to finish this thing. It was a huge sandwich. I got the video on my YouTube. It's one of the very first videos I put up. I have no idea what it weighed. It was estimated to weigh between 15 and 18 pounds. That's a lot for a sandwich challenge. I don't know if you ever have any, if you ever done a sandwich challenge. They're a little bit harder than regular challenges, at least in my opinion. So yeah, that was, I don't even know how I finished it. It was crazy. I remember everybody was watching me walk out to my car because they all expected me just to throw up on the sidewalk, but I had to disappoint them, and I got in my car and drove away. Drove all the way home from Vermont. I only made $100. It was awful. I would never do that challenge again. Where am I from? I'm from Central Mass. Michael. Tony B, you beat Joey in that close call pizza challenge, in my opinion. It was close. That pizza challenge we did down in New Orleans. Yeah, it was definitely very, very close. If you watch the video, though, what I didn't know about that challenge is I didn't know you had to put your hands up. And Joey put his hands up. I just had my hands over my mouth. So it was very tough to actually call, and the owner did a good job, I thought, calling it a tie. But if you take a really close look at that challenge, after Joey puts his hands up, he goes to bring his hand back to push food in his mouth, and he stops because he knows people are going to see him, and he flips it in his mouth. So actually, he didn't have everything in his mouth at the end, but I don't fault him. I still go with the tie. The Grunwald fam. No, I did not eat hot dogs on the 4th of July, actually. I haven't had hot dogs in quite a while. Yep, I'm from Massachusetts. Paul Costa, have you tried a curry and rice challenge? If you check out my YouTube channel, you'll see I think it was a 20-pound curry and rice, actually curry chicken and rice challenge that I did. So I wish there was a way for me to get all my old videos. If you look at my old videos, they don't have very many views on some of them. I wish there was a way I can get those out there so more people would see them, because a lot of people are asking me to do the same challenge I've already done. I don't know how to enable the super chat. There's this option thing here. I don't know what that does. I think I forgot to click the super chat. You can always send me. Actually, I have a Venmo. If you check my last video, you can check my Venmo. If you want to have me do a challenge, I'll definitely try to do that. Oh, it's blocking the screen here. Luther the Great, what? A Jehovah Witness ripped me off. Oh, that must be someone's name. I thought Jehovah Witness ripped them off. All right. What's the minimum amount of Powerade on your counter at one time? Actually, I don't keep track, and I don't. A lot of people think I drink Powerade all the time. I don't. The only time I drink it is during a challenge. So a lot of this Powerade, I don't use it. It just stays there until I need it to do a challenge. It doesn't go bad. So I only try to drink it when I'm doing challenges. So when I know when I'm drinking it, it's time to eat fast. Let's see. I'd love to make you moderator, but I don't. Let's see if I click on your name. Oh, all right. I see how to make a moderator. All right, Aaron. Let's see. I try to see if I can make you moderator. Should have worked, Aaron. Let's see if you can start cleaning some of these people out. Beyond Saddle Eats. Hey, Jerry J. Let's see. A lot of these names look so familiar because I see people in the other chats. Let's see. Cantrell. I hope I said that right. We have a nice Jeep collection. The TJ, YJ, CJ. Oh, and this thing just jumped. Dang it. Oh, there it goes. What Jeep do I have? Right now all I have is a CJ85 CJ7, which is very modified. I used to have a YJ2 that I used to bang around in. It was mostly just stock. But yeah, the only thing left original on my CJ is in the drivetrain is the transfer case. And then the frame and body is original. Everything else has pretty much been modified. Hardest challenge to digest. You know, I have a lot of problems with chicken wings. Those stay with me so long. But maybe, you know, the hardest one, when we did that kale contest, I don't know if Darren did the kale contest, he can say too. But when you ate that kale, it stayed with you a long time, and your body doesn't do a good job at digesting it. We'll just leave that there. I'm sorry about not getting to everybody's comments here. There's too many. I think I'm way behind. The buffets, depending on how many plates, you know, Chinese buffets, you kind of get sick of the food after a while. But like American buffets, like Golden Corral, I think I'd do pretty good. Subjects I teach right now just electronics, but I have taught physics and math, and I'm also certified in chemistry. Hello from Northern Ireland. My favorite cheat meal. Have to be pizza, I guess. I have done a challenge with Darren, actually. I've done a couple of challenges with Darren. I think they were all pizzas, too. Did we do anything that wasn't pizza? I think both times were pizza. No, Matt doesn't do collabs. How do I prepare for a challenge? That's good. I stretch my stomach, and I make sure I'm empty going into it. Yeah, I don't eat anything usually the day of a challenge in the morning. Answer, do you eat more food after you do a challenge? Usually not. No. Let's see, people are... Yeah, Darren, people are entitled and lazy. No, they're not lazy. They just don't know. They don't know that to look through the older videos, I think. I wish there was a way like you could repost them so that people can see them, because some of my older ones are, I think, are actually the more difficult. 30 pounds of macaroni. I think these people are trying to kill me. What challenge you want to do but haven't yet? So, believe it or not, I want to do Champ's Pizza Challenge, even though it's crazy and the guy makes it very big. I don't care. I want to try to do that challenge. That's really the only challenge I have my eye on that's around. I've done all the other really big ones that I know of anyways. So that's the only one I really have my eye. I'll do other ones, but that's the only. You have to go in YouTube Studio and look under your monetization section. Oh, Beyond Satellites. Okay, I'll do that next time. If anybody really wants to, I do have a Venmo, so for next time maybe I'll have to do another live chat sometime. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that now. Probably don't want to do this now. Nah, we'll don't do it now. We'll just do this. All right. What is Nick's Tatro? Hey, Mr. Esper, big fan, but liked the Assault on 700 era the best. I don't know what that means. Do you do an Olive Grande? I don't know what that means. Aaron deleted. Aaron's doing his job. Good. My favorite sweet food. Ooh. For like candy, probably chocolate. Definitely chocolate. A duck hat. No, this is a Peeps hat. When we did the Peeps contest, you know, those little marshmallow candies you get at Easter. There used to be a contest in I think it was in Maryland every year. And 2 years in a row, I lost to Matt Stoney. Matt Stoney is really good at eating Peeps. I came close second time, though. Popeye's Chicken Sandwich Challenge. Yeah, I like saying that fast food challenges are popular, but they're expensive. So I can only do a couple of those a month. What does it feel like after eating 10 pounds of food? I imagine that it feels like just the same way you do, like after eating a big Thanksgiving dinner. To me, 10 pounds of food probably feels like, 5 pounds of food to you in your stomach. It doesn't feel great, but you're probably not too uncomfortable. You can still function. Red Sox hat. I figured I'd wear the Peeps hat so people would comment on it. The best challenge, Mike Gibson. Best challenge that I enjoyed the most was probably doing the Big Mamas and Papa's Pizza Challenge. That was fun. There was 4 of us, and we all knew each other pretty good. And it was a fun time. Actually, that was the best one. Thanks, Richard Vanderbrug. Be honored. Keep it up, man. You're a legend. Yeah, I don't know how he knew. I forget how he knows I used to make a lot of biodiesel. I made like a couple thousand gallons of biodiesel in my day. Let's see. Who can teach more people in 10 minutes, Darren or Geoff? I have no idea. Challenge I done, I already answered that. I want to do the champs. How much I can squat these days? Actually, I stopped squatting just because of competitive eating. I don't do it because as soon as I start squatting, it tightens up my midsection and my capacity drops instantly. So I don't squat anymore these days. After I'm done competitive eating, I'll take it up again and I'll start doing it again. I will do leg exercises, the hack machine and stuff like that. But lifting weights, heavy lifting weights in competitive eating don't mix. I had to drop a lot of weight and lose a lot of muscle just to be able to get my capacity up to where it is. Actually, when I used to compete powerlifting, I used to be between 30 to 35 pounds heavier than I am now. And most of that was, good weight too. It wasn't like all fat. I was a little bit fatter too, but it was mostly good weight. Ramen noodles. Yes, I'm going to do a ramen noodles challenge. I actually got them already bought, but it's way too hot out right now to do ramen noodles. I'm going to wait till it gets cool out. They'll keep. Jason Mast. Yeah, Jason, if I see your name on here, I'll click it. Yeah, I can't believe it. There's 287 people watching. That's kind of intimidating. Yeah, the home challenges seems to be my thing. I have a tough time finding restaurant challenges. I don't know how these people do it. And plus I don't like to go out and just do like a 5 or 6 pound challenge. It's not my thing. And then eating fast, like competition style in a restaurant, again, that's not my thing. The only time I'll do it is if there's like money on the line, you got to break the record, and if I got to win $500, break the record, I'll go nuts in a restaurant. But I like to be nice inside the restaurant. Eat as cleanly as possible, just because there's a lot of other people around. I imagine like what would my grandmother think if she was in there and someone came in like me. So giant homemade Hawaiian pizza with a gallon of chocolate milk. Nick Weary. Sounds good. I'm not making a homemade Hawaiian pizza though. It'll definitely come out burnt. Pound wise, what's the most I've ever eaten? Well, the most I've ever weighed and eaten was I did the 22 pounds of baked beans. Whoops. George, who's George? I don't see a George. Huh. Oh, missed him. Everybody's saying hello to George. I don't know. I can't. Sorry, George. My favorite band. I used to change around. I used to go to a lot of Grateful Dead concerts, actually. Well, after the Grateful Dead, but a lot of what was left of them, anyways. I used to do. George Chiggy. Yeah. There he is. Hi, George. Been to a lot of Fish concerts as well. And believe it or not, I've been to a Marilyn Manson concert. If you, me, Darren, Nick Weary's asking, if you, me, Darren, and Pseudo are all in the broading next year, what's the new record? Those brats, I think I've only been 2 years, and the brats were totally different both years, so I don't know. I'll tell you right now, last year at brat concerts, I didn't practice one bit. I don't have an air conditioner in my half chassis. I used to have one, and it used to dry me out, so I don't like it. I'm good with just a fan, actually. I love this hot weather. Is there a challenge I regret the most? No, actually, well, I wish I would have got paid more for that edible Hulk. That was a hard challenge. It was not worth the $100. David M., what about buffets? Chinese, American? Yeah, I would definitely want to hit up an American buffet. I'm not really Chinese. Oh, the Nordic Lodge in Rhode Island. I don't know if you ever heard of that. I'd like to hit that up as well. It's expensive, $100, but if you just go every once in a while, it's good. People are asking the same questions. Must have jumped back. Parliament. Yeah, I used to listen to the Parliament a little bit, yeah. No, the Alex Tanner, the Grateful Dead, I heard the concerts used to be pretty psychedelic. I've seen people that couldn't really walk too well there, but as far as me, no, I wasn't actually stone sober. I don't even drink, so believe it or not, I can listen to that music without being high. Full McDonald's menu challenge. Yeah, again, I'll do... you know what I was thinking to do? Since I did the Whopper record, waiting for someone to try to break that, and the Big Mac record's been done to death. I think Matt Stoney did it, then Molly did it, and then Joey did it, and Molly did it again. So that's been done. I think maybe quarter pounder with cheese record might be the next one to go for. Got to price that one out though. That'd be expensive. It'd be fun though. Trying to read Aaron. True story for everyone. The first time I met Geoff, I asked. He recognized me from YouTube. He said, "Yeah, you're the one with the wrench." Yeah, of course I recognize the tools. CRL, ladies want to know if I'm single. Yep. Whoa. Have you ever thrown up during a challenge? No, I don't ever throw up during a challenge or even a contest. I've never thrown up at a contest either. Yes, the buffets at Foxwoods I've been. Actually, I went with Nick Reary. I don't know if he's still in chat. And Mickey. We went to Foxwoods or Mohegan or one or the other. I can't. Maybe both. And we went to the buffet. We didn't film it though. So good. Can you show us the guns? No, I don't like to show off like that. Watch my Joey video. He tried to make me do that. I wouldn't do it. I should do a breakfast McDonald's challenge. Yeah, I'd love to. But once again, the McDonald's stuff is just so expensive compared to the Burger King. Light says, I hope your cooking gotten better. Actually, I hardly ever cook at all. The only thing I really ever cook is eggs. Yeah, Rick W., if you want to fund the challenge, quarter pounder challenge, email me. If you look in the description of my video, actually the description of this chat might also have it. Email me, though. Don't just send me something without emailing me. I won't know what the heck it's for. I'm horrible at keeping track of that stuff. CRL Darren has the hamburger record. What record's that? Why don't I sell merchandise? Because I only have like a little over 30,000 subscribers. I don't think I got too big of a fan base yet. Maybe if I start, if I ever get bigger, I would. If someone sent me some steaks, would I do a steak and cheese challenge? 100% I would. I might, even if I'm back at school, I might even get the culinary department to cook them up for me so they don't come out crappy. I already talked a little bit about my Jeep. What do you want to know? Ask some specific questions if you want to know about my Jeep, because I could just talk all day about that thing. Could you eat 502 chicken wings in 30 minutes and beat the world record set by... I have no idea. Probably not. I did a Burger King Nugget challenge. Christopher Peterson. Check my older videos. They were actually, I think, 10 for $1 when I did them. I ended up doing around 300. How many, CRL asks, how many records do I hold currently? I have no idea. I don't keep track of those things. I see some of these other, the other guys at contests, like they'll ask, how many did you eat last year? And they'll know, like, exactly what they did. I have no idea. I don't even remember from, like, what I did at the contests. So I don't know. The only record I can remember I have is the Hooters one. 100 donut challenge. Oh, it killed me to do 80 donuts. I guess I'd have to find a good place to buy the donuts though. Let's see. Yeah, I know I should turn on the super chat. I forgot. I don't know how to turn it on. I don't know how to turn it on now. So next time, if you really, really, really want to send me something, check out email me. Do I watch UFC? Osum asks. No. I listen to Joe Rogan though. My Jeep is not supercharged. It's got a it's a stock AMC 360 though. Which world record would you want the most? Most hot dogs at Coney, that'd be awesome, right? Break Joey's record. 0% chance of it, but that would be the one I'd want the most. Yeah, Drew Hall, I think you told me about that trick before. But you know how long that would take me at the cash register to do that with like 40 burgers? It wouldn't work out. Have I done a sushi challenge? No, and I might not ever do that because I've tried it once and I did not like it. But I think that was the raw sushi. I don't know if I like the cooked one. There's different kinds, I guess. What the heck? Do I ever ate a human? No. Wanko Soba is the most famous challenge in Japan. If I ever go to Japan, definitely try it out. Everybody wants Powerade to sponsor me. Powerade's by Coca-Cola, and I don't think I'm even a blip on Coca-Cola's screen, so they wouldn't get much advertising out of me. So they're not. Actually, my uncle used to work for Coca-Cola. You know what used to be the best? Remember they used to have for a little while, it wasn't out very long, the concentrated Powerade bottles. It's a little squeeze thing like the Mio, but it was Powerade. They had that for a little while. Didn't last long for some reason. MRE challenge. I'd love to do an MRE challenge, but those things are so expensive. I priced them out actually. I went on Amazon to try to see how much it costs. So yeah, but I'll leave those to the Russian hacker there. He's good at doing those. I'd love to if someone sent me like a case of those. I'd do them though. I used to love them. We used to get them in. I used to be in this thing called the Civil Air Patrol. It was kind of like Air Force Auxiliary when I was a kid. And we used to get MREs and stuff like that in there. It's pretty cool. We used to get to fly around sometimes too. One of the coolest things we got to do was I got to sit in the cockpit of a C-5 Galaxy, and we went up and we practiced doing mid-air refueling. So it was pretty good. It was really fun. Would I ever ask culinary cook? Would I ever ask culinary to cook a challenge? Yes, oh, Jana, yeah, she's one of my students. They've prepared a lot of challenges for me actually, and practice food. Pickle challenge. I mean, a jar of pickles isn't that hard to eat. It's only like a gallon, and yeah, so I don't know how good of it wouldn't be like a challenge. Everybody can do it. It's just a matter, I guess, how fast you can do it. Yeah, he wants me to do a pickle challenge. Fish and chips challenge. That's on my list of things to do. Again, I'm gonna wait for it to cool off a little bit because I actually my stove. I got a new stove and it has an air fryer function. So I was just gonna cook up everything in the air fryer, the fish and chips. It's just going to take a while, and it's going to heat the house up. So, what's my favorite food? Ben Barnes. I guess it would have to be pizza. Mashed potatoes challenge. Again, I did a mashed potatoes and gravy challenge. It was... I can't remember how many pounds it was. It was pretty big, actually. I think it was like 15 pounds or something like that. Oh my God, Jeremy. I'm not even going to read that. One bite challenge. Yeah, that looked awful. I saw Brandon Clark do that. And when I saw his eyes started watering, I was like, no thanks. Let's see. Hello from Poland. I like when I see international subscribers. That's awesome. Yeah, Nick Tatro, I remember you. When did I start getting into pro eating? I think it was like 3.5, maybe 4 years ago. How long have I been teaching? This will be my 20th year. I am old. I don't regret doing any challenges, Chas. Rice Krispie treats. Yeah, Deb, you already saw me. I did a giant Rice Krispie treat. Remember, that was a disaster. I made it way too big. It was taking way too long, and then the sugar hit me. Oh, that was a rough challenge. And I tried to drink it with chocolate milk like an idiot. Jars of olives. No. No olives. Aaron, are you getting overwhelmed? Is it too much just for one of you? I don't know if I can. All right, I got to the bottom actually, so this is good. I can keep up now. Oh, I need a drink. Should do an almond, cashew, and pecans only challenge, like mixed nuts. I think it would just take too long and it would get boring after a while. I mean, how long would it take to eat like 8 pounds of nuts? That would take a long time. Hello from Binghamton, New York. My friend used to go to Ithaca. So I went out and visited him one time. That's close to Binghamton, I think. Love to see my lifting routine. See, I think that'd be boring. I don't even know if it would be weird trying to film inside the gym and stuff like that. And I don't do nearly what I used to do. Oh my God, when we were at college, we used to have it was like a private powerlifting room that we used to lift in there, and man, we used to do some crazy, crazy stuff. I used to go nuts, really, really heavy. I used to, if you lift heavy, you probably experience this, but after you like really, really lift heavy, and you go home and you finally relax, you start to they look like bruises all over your chest and your face. You get like little, it's very small blood vessels broke because from all the pressure from the heavy lifting. And so you get all bruises all over. They usually go away in a day, but I used to get that. I used to get blood in my eye. I used to get like blood stains in the back of my shirt from squatting because the bar would dig in so much. Taco challenge. Yes, I want to do a taco challenge. I just gotta decide if I'm gonna make them or try to buy them or whatever. What was your capacity when you were first? When I very, very first started, I remember I tried to drink a gallon of almond milk. The very first time I couldn't do it. The second time I just did it. I barely finished it. So that was my capacity was just under a gallon when I very first started. Okay, let's do this. Boom. All right, so now there's 2 moderators. Hope they can keep up. How old am I? I'm 45. I feel like 85. Baked potato challenge coming up soon. I'm going to do that soon. It's next on the list actually. He sees GB flag and he won't read it. I don't know what that means. Hello from New England. Hey, I'm in New England. What's my diet? Okay, so a lot of people ask me that. It's very, very boring. For breakfast, I have a protein shake and yogurt. For lunch, I'll have maybe the same, or I'll have like a protein bar with lunch. And then the only time I'll have really real food, I'll either have some chicken or some eggs or some tuna fish sandwich, something like that would be dinner. So I try to keep all my like yogurt and just easy to digest stuff all day long. It's very, very boring. Most people wouldn't be able to follow it. But I've been doing it a long time. It's no big deal. Giant candy bar challenge. I'd love to, but where do I get a giant candy bar? Oh, my home gym. They want to see my lifting in my home gym. That's out in my garage. It's not even that set up. I lifted out there a little bit when the regular gym was closed. The powerlifting room at Texas A&M, Jeremy. Yeah, that's actually, I know about that powerlifting room. I know people that's lifted there. George, you like my pizza, huh? Jeff from Connecticut and a veteran. Can I get you a box of MRAs? Yeah, Trey, if you wanna email me, my email is in the description of my last video, or I think it's in the description of this live as well. You can check it out. Just let me know what you're going to be sending so I can look for it. What kind of diet do I do the days I'm not challenging? Again, I just went over that. It's bad. It's yogurt, and I'm hungry all the time. I got interested, so Anthony Marengo, I got interested in competitive eating a long, long time ago. I can remember watching the Nathan's contest on TV when Kobayashi was competing. And also around here, the a big thing was the Eagles Deli Challenge. When somebody broke the challenge and made it bigger, that made the news. And I remember watching that on the news. So I was always interested in competitive eating. And then probably maybe 17 years ago, I actually started training, trying to increase my capacity. But I couldn't find any contests. It was like the internet wasn't so good, and they weren't. And so I just stopped because I couldn't find any contests or anything. I didn't know how to go about doing that. And so then I picked it up again about 4 years ago. I picked it up again, and there was a lot more contests and stuff. And then I made it to Coney, and from there it just exploded. I agree. Spam challenge. If I was going to do a spam challenge, I wouldn't do it like Molly. What I would probably do is I'd do it like a giant spam and cheese sandwich, or I'd do something different out of it. Can I do a chocolate challenge? I've done Reese's. That went poorly. I was not ready for that challenge. I was over my head. And then I did Kit Kat challenge. That Kit Kat challenge is harder than you think. I'd like to see somebody else try. I know back when Carmen Cincotti was doing videos, he tried it. And he didn't. He had trouble. It's a hard challenge. It's not that easy. Lasagna challenge. Oh, maybe on Wednesday you'll be seeing a lasagna challenge. Potatoes are the worst. I don't know. I don't mind potatoes. Like French fries in a challenge, I don't mind them. A lot of people don't like them, but I don't mind. Do a candy challenge. Remember, I did like 10 pounds of M&Ms. Remember that video? No one watched it. That's why. Go back and watch some of my old videos. I did all these crazy challenges. Eggnog, M&Ms, Reese's Pieces. 20 pounds of bacon. Oh, my God. Maybe. Ooh, that'd be rough. Especially if it was cooked like crispy. Oh, my God, that'd be rough. Am I a Patriots fan? No, I don't watch football at all, actually. Kind of weird, huh? When's my birthday? I'll just say it's in May. My neighbor to the north. Nice, nice. I wish I was. Maybe you live in Maine. I like Maine. I was actually in Maine the other day. What's your max bench on bench in deadlift? The most I ever bench pressed was in the gym, and that was 410. The most I ever did at a contest, and that's with a pause and a judge, is 395. I got credit for. I did 400, but they didn't give me credit because it had a little bit of an uneven lockout. They used to be super picky about your bench press. You couldn't move your foot. If your foot moved a little bit or your heel lifted up, you were called. If your butt came off the bench, you were called. And if the bar was uneven lockout, you were called. They were that was AAU contest, very strict judging. So I was only credited with 395, and I was under. I think I weighed in at 196 that day, so it was a double body weight bench raw. And the most deadlift I ever did, I think it was 685. I can't remember. I got it on video. It's not a very high quality video though. 50 by 50 in and out. I don't even know where there's an in and out. It's good. It's a good pot stickers. Yeah, actually, I almost bought some pot stickers the other day, but I ended up buying something else instead, and that's going to come out on Wednesday. But yeah, pot stickers. Actually, I like cooking them too. I got a good way to cook them. I love those. I used to practice a lot for the contest in LA. Maybe they'll have that next year too. 10-bag Doritos. Oh my God. You guys, your mouth would be shredded to bits after 10-bag of Doritos. What's my origin? What? My origin? Earth. I don't know. Andrew, I already answered your question. Never been to Japan, Tokyo, Joe. I would definitely like to do a challenge in Japan, but I don't have any plans of going there. Powerade challenge. Yeah, people ask me to do that. You know, these Powerades, it'd be so weird because they're not even quarts anymore. Like, they used to be quarts. You could, maybe drink, I don't know, 12 of them. That would be a really good challenge. Drink 12 of them would be, but you could drink 12 now and it wouldn't even be, it would be easier. So, I don't know, 20 pounds of bacon. You guys are. S'mores challenge. I told somebody someone told me they were gonna do it, and I told them I wouldn't do it because they were gonna. But maybe I'll message him and say I'm gonna steal it from them. That's a good one. I really want to do. Actually, I have all the chocolate already bought for it. When you eat 10 pounds at once. Yeah, you know what? Even I don't know if Darren. I don't know if he's still in here, but he might be able to comment after after we have a contest. Sometimes you'll see me actually pick at the food a little bit more if it's good. You saw me do it at the strawberry shortcake contest. That stuff was so good. After the contest, I kept eating a little bit. When I eat something, it takes me probably an hour, sometimes 2 hours after I eat before I actually felt like I ate anything. Like the hunger goes away. So I have some kind of delay in there, and I had that ever since I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, I can remember eating until I threw up because I just didn't feel full. Was that leptin? My leptin releases. I forget which one it is. There's some hormone. Shout out from Maine. Yes, I was in Maine yesterday, near Portland. I sound like Joe Rogan. I sound like Joe Rogan. People say I look like Joe Rogan. I wish he'd give me some of his money. Or give me a job. I'd go work for him. How do I manage to stay so fit? It's not easy. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. A lot of time in my day is towards exercise. Like today, I rode my bike to the gym. I worked out. I rode home. I came home. I took a break, and then I went out again on my bike for another 2 hours. So you're talking like 3.5 hours today just on my bike and at the gym, exercising. And I also watched my calories today, so I could start to build up a calorie deficit. So I can do some more challenges this week. What else do you have that we could talk on? YouTube seems difficult. I don't know. What are some other things people use? I don't know. A sausage challenge. Yeah, I was gonna do a bratwurst challenge. I guess I still could. Those are like speed eating. My speed eating videos don't seem to do as good. I don't know. Other YouTubers can comment on that, but they don't. People like to see you actually eat slower and nice. We already talked. I never did any bodybuilding. Never did a bodybuilding show. I used to always go to do powerlifting contests. I used to do sometimes 4 powerlifting contests a year until I started to tear myself apart. I've had 5 surgeries, all directly linked from weightlifting. Clam chowder, yep, that's a good one. I'm definitely looking at doing that one. I don't know if I'll eat as much as Bob did that day. He ate like over 23 pounds. At least that's what they say. The salmon challenge. Colorado Apps awesome sauce. I've watched every video. Wow. And commented on most of them. Yeah, Colorado awesome sauce. Here's your shout out. I really appreciate it. I remember reading some of your comments, so actually I appreciate it. I talked about my diet. You guys, I don't want to bore the people. I am a Gemini. I think so. Most amount of mashed potatoes I've ever eaten, that's in one of my videos. Yeah, CRL wants Darren to come up and do that pizza challenge with me. I'd do it. It's a monster of a challenge. Have I ever tried peanut butter on waffles? Yes, I have. It is delicious. Actually, at the when you go to the hotel and they give you the free breakfast, I've done that. Carolina Reaper challenge. Eric, absolutely not. Well, I would have to get paid to do that. Do I teach in Worcester? No. 8 pounds of raw oysters. I'm going to leave that to Darren. I'm not touching oysters. I ate 1 oyster. You want to see me eat an oyster? Check out my my video where I ate every single contest food in MLE. I think it was 2017. I set it up on a table and I went around and did every single contest food that year. That challenge, I don't know. That video was the most difficult video I've ever seen anybody do, set up, and actually complete. Well, I didn't eat absolutely everything. I tasted everything, but it was a huge challenge, a huge effort to set that up. I was so disappointed when it didn't get many views, but what are you going to do? So check that out. There was an oyster eating contest that year, so I ended up eating an oyster in that challenge. I almost puked. Oh. Nick Tatro. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely, when I'm done with this competitive eating stuff, I think I'm going to take another run at that 700. I'm going to have to put some weight back on, but I think it's doable. My back is in good shape. 10 pounds of shrimp. Well, I ate more pounds of shrimp than that at the shrimp contest, cocktail contest, and I never want to do that again. Looking forward to Wednesday. Yeah, it's already done, actually. I'm in head for a change. 100-pound Toad's Beef Challenge? What? What are these people talking about? Nationality. I like to say I'm American. How many pumpkin pies can you eat? I have a pumpkin pie video. Check it out. Me. Cinnamon roll challenge. I just had a cinnamon roll challenge video. There's got to be a way I can repost these videos to make people watch them, because so Geoff, I think he was the one. Yeah, Geoff, check out. I did a giant cinnamon roll challenge. Actually, my friend's girlfriend made all the cinnamon rolls. Did an awesome job. They were delicious. Gummy challenge. I don't like those things. Give me chocolate over gummy bears any day. Anybody else like that? So how long have we been on here? Does it say? Almost an hour. It will give it a little bit more. S'mores are controversial. I don't know about that. I like the Big Texan Challenge. Yeah, I was so disappointed. I wanted a better time. I don't know. That thing was tough. I don't know if everybody's is the same. But that thing was super tough. I remember there was some gristle I couldn't even bite through. I just had to make it as small as possible. Oh, yeah, Jason, I gotta look for your name. I don't see it yet. I'll look for it though. And you know what happened to me on the ride home? I drove. We did the tamale contest. I left the tamale contest, drove to the Big Texan to do the Big Texan Challenge. I stayed overnight there, and on my way home, I was driving home in a rental car, and the passenger side window exploded on me going down the highway. It sounded like a gun going off. I almost crapped my pants. So then I had to drive another couple 100 miles with the window blowing. Apple pie and ice cream challenge. Yep, I did that one. Yeah, you like that one, Brass? Yeah, it was very tasty. Do I have a favorite YouTube channel I watch? Well, I'm subscribed to quite a few. Let's see, actually, I can tell you which ones I'm subscribed to. Electro Boom. I don't know. He does like a lot of electronics experiments. Miss Hobb, Magic Mitch, I'm not going to go through all these. Biggie to Mike, Luther. I'm subscribed to. There's a guy named Basketball Locker Room that I'm subscribed to. He's just starting out in food challenges. Greg Valentino. I don't know if you know who he is. He's got huge arms, and he almost exploded. Beard Meets Food. Metatron. I don't know. You guys, these aren't eating channels. One-Legged Honda Mechanic. I'm him. Badlands. George Sugar. Matt Stoney. Actually, Darian. Nick Weary. I'm not going to go through Joey. Notorious Bob. Aaron. Molly. There's other ones too, but yeah, I watch all those. I watch a lot of the Crazy Russian Hacker too. Jeez, I'm so happy. I thought people would ask me more like about training questions. I'm so happy. Whoa, there's tons of deleted messages. Lance is going nuts. Was I made for competitive eating since I was little? I think if I would have started when I was younger, if I would have started this when I was in 20 instead of when I was later in life, oh man, I would have been so much better. I had a lot of trouble gaining my capacity because from all the years of lifting, my stomach was just, I used to do abs heavy abs every day to get my core very tight. And it took me forever to stretch that out. Very painful too. Yeah, Nick, that's exactly right. People think you eat like crazy because you have a high metabolism. I don't have a high metabolism. Actually, I've had my thyroid checked. It's normal. On the days I don't do challenges, I don't eat a heck of a lot of times. So I've gotten used to that over the years. Man, this guy wants to know about pumpkin pies. I don't know how many pumpkin pies I could eat. I think I've done, at a contest at I think it was 18 pounds. I can never remember the amounts. Chorizo challenge. I don't know. Yeah, if you guys want to contact me, email me. That's the best way. Jason Mass, right? That was your name? Okay, let's do this. Boom. Tamale challenge. I did tamale contest. If I was going to do a tamale challenge, I'd have to have the school make them because they got to be steamed. Oh, menudo? No way. I saw that in the supermarket. I saw menudo in these giant cans, and it's super cheap. I'm like, oh, that'd do a good challenge. And then I started reading the ingredients. I was like, no, not touching that stuff. Chocolate chip cookie challenge. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to have something with chocolate chip cookies coming up soon. Somebody's making them for me. Vienna sausages. I have no idea. I never even ate one before. Do they taste gross? Yeah, let's see. We're just a little over an hour. Let's see. I'll go a little bit more. Let's see if I can make it to the end. I can't believe how many people came out. I'm really happy. And most of the questions are pretty good, too. Let's see if we get some really good questions here. I don't know what the heck that is. Roger. Rogier. Vander Kron. I don't know what you're asking. Ugh. Oh, so Dale said YouTube doesn't put it in rotation in 2017 every challenge. I've watched it. Yeah, that was probably that video I'm the most proud of. That was the most difficult to set up. It was most expensive. I bought every single food, and it was all authentic too. Like if it was like whatever the challenge was, I even made evil skeevers. Yeah, everything was there. The only thing that wasn't authentic, I could not find a place that made a slug burger. And we used to have a slug burger contest, so I had to just, it's very close to a chicken patty, so I just used a chicken patty. But everything else was exact. Let's see here. Tom Tatro. Oh, Brielle. How about Randy Santel? You know what? When I first started out competitive eating, Randy Santel helped me out so much. I used to send him emails, and he actually used to get back to me, all kinds of questions about training. He was very, very big. When I first started, I started doing food challenges, so I asked Randy for help. And so he helped me out a lot. There was a lot of people that actually helped me out along the way. Yasa Salem, I don't know if you remember him. He's kind of retired now. He helped me out enormously. The Rabbit, what the heck's I call him the Rabbit. What's his real name? Adrian Morgan. Adrian Morgan, he helped me. We were at a gyro contest, and it was like one of my, I was fairly new still. And so they didn't know I was going to eat too good. And I ran out of gyros. And I was looking around, and nobody was bringing me more gyros. He actually gave me a plate of his gyros. He didn't have to do that. I was his competitor. He gave me a plate of his gyros so that I could keep eating. And I ended up beating him in the contest. So that tells you what kind of good guy. I had a lot of help when I first started out. Very, very happy. And everybody was so nice. Randy and actually Bill Meyer. I don't know if you know him. If anybody's in competitive eating and know Bill Meyer, he helped me out. My very first hot dog contest, I ran out of hot dogs, and he turned around and yelled so loud to get me some more hot dogs. It scared the hell out of me. He yelled so loud. And that was the first. My very first hot dog I won against Eater X. and he beat me. I think I had like 29 or 30, and he ate like 34. So it was close. He was worried. Conti was there, and he was kind of telling him, "Hey, you got to hurry up. This guy's catching up to you." It was funny. How many pounds can I eat without doing damage? Oh, that's a good question. I heard a lot of eaters say they can eat like 6 pounds and not even feel it. I don't. I don't believe that. I think if I eat over 3 pounds, I can feel it in my stomach, and I know that I've eaten enough. And I mean, if I eat 8 or 10 pounds of something, I'm pretty much useless. I can't really do anything. Maybe walk and stuff like that, but I can't. Sorry for getting my stuff in the. I can't walk or anything, so yeah, I'd say anything over like 3 to 4 pounds, just like a normal person. If I eat more than that, I know I've eaten a lot, and it's Golden Corral. I hope to hit up Golden Corral soon. I called them up to ask them what it's like, and I guess they bring you the food, so I'm going to keep that waitress busy. Snoopy Jones. Nobody knows. Okay. Drink challenge. Like, I've done some chugs. I am the worst chugger in the world, though. Aaron wants to do a one bite. Yeah, that might be a pretty good one bite challenge. I'll do that with Aaron. I don't like to do the collabs. People do the collabs, like one person does it and then somebody else does it, but it's not in the same place like they do it just on the YouTube channels. One of them inevitably looks bad because of it, because the other person beats them, and I don't like that. I don't ever want to do that to somebody, and I don't want somebody to do that to me. So I don't really like those challenges. I like to do the challenges in person. But if I were to do a challenge like that over YouTube, I would definitely do something that would be fair to both of us. Like, because one of them is always faster than the other, or one of them has a bigger capacity than the other. So it's not fair, and it's not good. All right. No merch. Oh, that Buzzsaw name, that was like a very old thing. That was like when I first started out. I'm not going to take on that Buzzsaw. 90% of the eaters are lovely people and beyond satellites. I would say that's 100% true. I have never, in person, I've never had anything bad. Joey's a little bit rough, but I wouldn't say he's not a bad person. He's not a bad person. He likes to win. The competitive actually make money. So if you can win the contest, you can make money. Other than that, there's only a couple of people that are making money. It's not a thing to go into if you want to make money. Competitive eating pay the bills? No, actually, any of the money I win for competitive eating, I put away and save. I don't use it for anything. Mexican food challenge? Yes, I'd love to. I just got to find a good place to get it, because I don't want to go to Taco Bell to get Mexican. Could I out-eat Molly? Probably not. Merch, no merch. How do I not overeat normally? That's a really good question. I don't overeat normally because I don't eat till I'm not hungry. I have a planned amount that I'm going to eat, and then that's it. So I plan it out. Sometimes I calculate the calories, but I don't do that much anymore. So, and yeah, you got to have some. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. I never eat till I'm full. Oh man, this guy was bad. He got timed out. Oh, CRL. Yeah, I drove home. I wasn't feeling good. I had to put the seat back. He was there at the pizza challenge I did, the CRL, and I was okay. It was a big challenge, but the ride home was not fun. The ride to the restaurant was a lot better. How do I? So people want to know, how do I deal with bowel movements? I don't understand why people ask that question. The only thing I can think of is that these people, when they go to McDonald's or they go to like their Thanksgiving dinner, they overeat, and then like they explode out their butt or something. I don't know. That doesn't happen to me. I don't understand like why they would think like just because you eat a lot, all of a sudden you got to just go. I think every person that asks that, I think they have bad personal experience, because that never ever happens to me that way. What do I think of Eric Electric? Yeah, I like it. I don't really watch his videos too much. But I think he's okay. Yeah, next big thing. Yeah, a lot of people get sick when they watch the video. My dad can't watch him either. I don't know. Something to do with eating a lot. They don't like it. That one bite challenge seems like it's getting popular. Oh, roast beef. You want to do a team pizza challenge with a competitive eater? Don't worry about how much you can eat because most competitive eaters can do the whole thing by themselves anyway. So just go there and have fun with them if you can find someone to do it with. Have ever been in a bar fight? No, definitely not. Ah, next big thing, Carolina Reaper Challenge. I would do one, but I would not do it for free. Did Darren do his for free? Or did he do it? I think he did a tincture. Whatever happened to Carmen Sincati, he smartened up and figured out what doesn't pay to eat like a pig. Basically, it wasn't worth it to him anymore. You don't understand the level that Carmen was at, and Carmen was even at a higher level than I am. You have to practice every single day. You don't understand the amount of time and energy it takes, and it's just not worth the money. Unless you're stupid like me. No, I don't like spicy challenges. Yeah, Eric Electric has a pretty good capacity, yep. I like to talk a little bit about capacity. Everybody always talks about capacity. Oh, what's your capacity? What's your capacity? And they like to talk about numbers. Oh, you can do 2.5 gallons. You can do 3 gallons of water. To me, it doesn't matter. I've known people that they claim that they can do, X amount of water, and then they don't do very well at the contest. There's more than just having capacity. So don't think like a huge capacity is the end all. Especially you have to have useful capacity. I know people that say like they've had X amount of capacity, but they get sick when they get close to that capacity. They get sick. That's not usable. You have to have usable capacity. At least that's what I found, in my opinion. So the number actually, a lot of them go by their water training, how much water they can do. That's not their real capacity. Oh, David, I'm an up and coming eater. Oh man, I've been around for a while. No one knows about me. What's the most I ever spent on a food challenge? I think the Whopper one was probably the most. It was close. It was like $90. I did a shepherd's pie challenge on 4 for 4. I've done it. 20 cheesesteak sub, would love that. Yeah, I'd love it too. 20 pounds of rice. I did rice curry challenge. That was 20 pounds, I believe. Balut challenge, no way. I'm sure they have beer chugging challenges, Mr. T. I'm not gonna do it though. $1,000 worth of food? What? No. Do I just swallow without chewing to compete? Yes. Arena or Molly? JJ, I don't. What about them? Seymour, how do you stretch your stomach for eating challenges? No, I never explained. I don't really want to talk about the capacity training, especially the way I do it. It's not good. Don't forget Wendy's. Yes, 4 for 4. I know. 2 for 6 mix up. Water training is very dangerous. Yes, especially when I first started and I didn't know what I was doing. I definitely had troubles. I'm good now, but I would definitely suggest you don't water train. 20-pound oatmeal challenge. Yeah, again, actually, I think I have the oatmeal already purchased. I just got to wait till it cools off. I'm not eating hot oatmeal. Unless I can dump ice cream in it or something. Oh, MCA team, any 25-pound challenge. I actually tried to figure a way that I could do, because I did 22 pounds of baked beans, and I think I could do more. So I wanted to try to figure out a way that I could do 25-pound challenge. And since it's a weight, I wanted to try to find something that was a little bit more dense than the baked beans, Now you're getting into a little bit of science. If it's more dense, then you can get more. It take the same amount of volume, you can get more weight. So I was going to try to figure out something to try to get the biggest pound challenge out there, and it kind of fizzled. So if you have any way, yeah, I definitely try to do a 25-pound challenge. You want to see me suffer, I guess. Hey, John Paul, yeah. John Paul was one of my students. He thought he could beat me in a challenge, and so I brought him to a place, and he tried to do a pancake challenge against me, and it didn't go so good for him. But yeah, he was a good sport. He was a really good student as well. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I got one sister. I don't know how. Let's see, Black Whisper. I don't know how you could get Powerade to sponsor me. I have no idea. That's Coca-Cola. What are we up to? 75 minutes. Holy cow! I gotta end this soon. I keep saying that too. So let me go to the end here. Maybe I'll take a couple more questions. Cup brownie. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, the 25-pound curry challenge was in Thailand. Yeah. Yep. Ever been to Hampton Beach? Yep. Anyone do chat connected? Oh, I don't know. Deborah Williams. Anyone on chat connected to food distributors or for sponsors? That's a good question. I'd like to see the answer to that. All right, I think I'm going to end this pretty soon. And so I just want to say, if you want to get a hold of me, check out my email. It will be in the description of all my videos. I got a P.O. box now. And I have a Venmo if you don't like to send stuff through the mail. So, all right. I just got to try to figure out how to shut this off. How do you exit out? Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I don't know what I'm going to do the next one. We'll see. So many people in here. I'm so happy. All right. X maybe.